Alright guys, it's BO2 and welcome back to a Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary, and welcome back to the second first impressions or map review of sorts. That'll be going to be bringing to you guys. It's today's little commentary is going to be on the map Mirage. I'm going to give you my thoughts, and hope you enjoyed the video that I've got in store for you guys. But before I get things underway, I feel I must apologise for the lack of uploads recently on my channel. It's just a simple case that I've been ill. I've been very, very ill. I don't know if any of you guys have been aware, but I've had some sort of man flu the past week, and it's just taken over my life. It really has. Some sort of virus. I've been struck by a virus. I got bit by a zombie. First things first, apologies for that. No, I didn't get bit by a zombie. I mean, come on. It's BO2 what would BO2 do in a zombie apocalypse? What would you guys do in a zombie apocalypse? I should do a commentary about that. Would you guys want me to do a commentary about that? I don't know, I'd probably go to the local hardware store, which is like a B&Q for those of you guys in America that aren't as familiar with the UK. And I don't know, I'd probably buy a shit ton of hammers. Shovels, spades, just generally blunt objects. There's something much more satisfying with clubbing a zombie to death with a blunt object. Like a pan. Than merely just shooting him. Pfft, shooting him with a gun. Pfft. Where's the joy? Where's the entertainment in that? Where's the rigorous hard work in that? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know where I went on that little side topic there. It's nothing to do with zombies. Oh my god, the pigs are out. I don't know if you guys picked up on that. The police just went past me. I mean, I didn't mean it. I don't mean to offend anyone that's affiliated with the police. Well, whatever. So the gameplay in the background, it's using the brand new weapon, the Peacekeeper SMG, and as you can probably tell, I've not got it diamond in this game. I actually got this gameplay prior to the grind gameplay that I uploaded in a commentary a few days back. The video can be found in the video description below. Well, how rude. How rude. Just because you're a YouTube celebrity doesn't give you the right to interrupt me as I'm addressing my wonderful, sexy subscribers of BO2 It's rude. It's rude, Mr. Spratty. I don't care that you're in FaZe. It's in FaZe! Yeah, that's right, guys. I was playing with a YouTube celebrity who goes by the name of FaZe Spratt. I don't know why I've gone really gay there, apologies. But yeah, it was just random that I was playing with a friend of mine, Tom, or as he's called, Buck, and we just noticed that FaZe Spratt ended up joining our lobby. So to be honest, I had to put my try-hard pants on and try and get you guys a gameplay, because if you did find it a little bit funny, then oh well, go fuck yourself. I thought it was funny. Although my sense of humour is rather weird than the common consensus of the populace out there. So yeah, I hope you enjoy a little bit of an edit, something different, something fresh, something new. It's what I do. BO2 So with that being said, let's move on to the more meaty topic of what it is I want to actually bring up in this gameplay commentary, and that is, it's somewhat twofold. So first things first, guys. Aesthetically, this map Mirage, what are my views on it? I think it's quite pleasing. You know, it's quite pleasing to the eye. I like the look of it. It reminds me a bit of Castle from World at War mixed with elements of like Counter-Strike and Halo, and I'm not really sure why that is, but it's just that for some reason that's the case. I think Castle with a lot of sand is more of the common conception with regards initial impressions of this map aesthetically. So yeah, I mean, it looks well, but the question is, and this is the one which is on everyone's lips at the minute, and this is the more important one as players: how does it play? And stylistically, guys, I think it plays a lot better than other Black Ops 2 maps, and this is something which I'm going to try my best to delve into for you guys right now. So I think the main reason why this is the case, and why I think it plays a lot different to other maps that you, particularly within the core playlist of maps, is because of the alteration between the domination and flag positioning, and that is that, unlike the other, like the regular standard area procedure wherein the flags are positioned linear, in a linear formation, so it's say you spawn at C, it's C, then B, then A, or vice versa on the opposite side, A, then B, then C. This, on the other hand, in this map, they're more formulated in like a triangular formation. And what this does is it alters the way in which you can play the game, and in my opinion it does it in a very, very good way and a very effective way. as a rusher and as a flanker and as someone who plays the objective quite heavily, it offers more opportunity and it offers viable alternatives to basically following this set procedure in order to cap flags in a particular way. I mean, it offers that option that you don't necessarily need to continue the game having capped your spawn flag. Say you spawn at C, having capped C and then capping B, and basically keeping that throughout the rest of the game, keeping that course. You can, for instance, and this is something which I would actually advise, is capping A and capping C and leaving B, because as is the running theme with the B flag in Black Ops 2 maps, there's a lot of head glitch spots overlooking it, and this map is no different. I don't know if you've noticed in the actual gameplay in the background, guys, but B flag, it's parallel on both sides. There's elevated spots to head glitch overlooking B flag, and it's I wish they really wouldn't do it. I really do wish they wouldn't do it. I wish all the flags were of a similar sort of surrounding. So, for instance, I don't know, C flag. I wish all the flags were like that, because it would make the play a lot differently, rather than having certain flags with much more prominent head glitch and camping spots than other flags. But who am I? I'm just a gamer who plays the game religiously and highlights the flaws. That's just what I am. I'm a free paying customer that provides free feedback that they seem to ignore all the time. But yeah, I mean, so far I've not played. To be honest, I've not really played this map that much. I think grind is one of those. It's like a nuke turn effect or a firing range effect, where whenever it pops up, everyone seems to vote. It seems to be a fan favourite already amongst the DLC players who have the map packs, and I just, for some reason, this map always gets outvoted, which is a bit of a shame, because, as I've said, I do enjoy the map, and for me, it's just a case of getting more playtime on the map, and then once I've built up a bit of an experience of the map, I'll be able to give much more justified review. As of now, it's much more of a case of first impressions more than anything else. But there was one night that myself and Mr. OG, a friend of mine, we actually came up against some of the biggest gimps we've ever come up against playing this game, and they exploited every single head glitch you could think possible, using the most exploitative weapon out there, which is the automatic FAL and LMG target finder, and all they did all game was just head glitch. And this is one thing that does irritate me, I'm not gonna lie, is the players who, I mean, as elite paying customers, you're categorised as the sort of player that would more than likely play the game more than the average casual player, and you've forked out money, but yet it seems counterintuitive to pay money for maps, and rather than go out and explore and find all the jumps and nuts and crannies of the map and things like that, and increase your map awareness, oh no, you'd rather just sit in a corner, or you'd rather just sit in a single head glitch spot the entirety of the game and play like an absolute douche. But whatever. I've always been a massive proponent, massive advocate of the notion that players aren't to blame, and it's more a case of the map design and the game developers. And just a brief explanation with regards to this belief, it's a simple case of players are only going to be able to play to the limits of what are set out in motion by the map. So the limits of the map itself, they can only play to the full potential of what the game can allow. And if you put certain features, certain aspects, incorporate those into the game, players will play them to the fullest. You've got to preempt that happening, and this game's no exception. If you're going to incorporate a lot of head glitch spots, then players will exploit them. They'll not necessarily judge them, they'll just exploit them, because as players, that's what they are. I mean, look at Modern Warfare 2 with the danger close one-man army noob tube effect. It just ruined the game because players exploited it, and even to this day, players are ruining and exploiting that game, or that flaw in that game. So, I mean, I've always been a massive believer then that you should actually blame the game and not the player. And it just annoys me that game developers don't necessarily do anything to deter players from playing like that. That's the best way of putting it. They don't necessarily do anything or they don't go out of their way to deter players from playing like that. And in fact, quite the opposite in this case. In this game of all games, they've actually promoted that sort of passive defensive head glitch gimp style of play, and it's rather annoying. I'm not gonna lie, it's rather annoying. But yeah, I mean, in terms of stylistically, just to reiterate, guys, in terms of stylistically, the positioning, this triangular formation positioning of the flag position, I think it's something good. It's not something which is evident in previous other maps on this game. Again, they seem to adopt this much more traditional linear formation. But I mean, it opens up opportunity as a rusher. I mean, on the linear maps, it's a simple case of the objective route is much more central, whereas the left and the right flanks are used for more flanking maneuvers. And what this does with the triangle formation is what you usually find is the left and the right are in fact objective option routes, and the central region is much more of the flanking or the alternative route. And the building in this map, it's not necessarily something which I've seen as a hotspot, which is something that I thought would have been the case. It's not something which seems to be the hub of the map. It seems to definitely be these flanking routes, and it's just interesting. It's interesting. It offers something different, and it offers something fresh from the regular, dull, monotonous capture your spawn flag, capture B, maintain, spawn trap them and they'll spawn. It's just something different, offers something different. I think it's something good. And similar to with the way the map grind, I think it's hopefully Treyarch are going down an interesting route, because as I said, with grinding, the gameplay commentary I uploaded a few days ago, the contours and the architecture in the skate park map, it's slowly starting to be in favour of the rusher, and that's something which I'm completely over the moon about. But even so, guys, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. These maps still can be exploited if you are fond of playing like an absolute gimp using a target finder LMG head glitch in a line of sight, or whether it's an automatic file or whatever it is. There's still an element there which is not something which pleases me whatsoever. At least they're making those flanking routes. Again, with the way that the map's designed, at least they're giving much more variety in terms of cover spots, and instead of being a long sort of line of sight, it's much more like, I don't know, curves and contours and objects in the way for you to like slowly progress up if you are to pursue the flank, rather than just a straightforward corridor. It's getting there. It's getting there. But so yeah, there are guys that play like that, but thankfully, as I said, with my experience with Mr. OG the other night, that's something which is pretty much a one-off, and thankfully that's something which hasn't been as prevalent in this Black Ops 2 DLC, the Revolution DLC. It's something that occurred back in Modern Warfare 3, the DLC effect, and again, just to gloss over, it's wherein the players would just, it's counterintuitive, it really is. Rather than explore the map, you paid the money, go and explore the map. But no, they would just play like absolute gimps. And that was the best example of that was by far Boardwalk in Modern Warfare 3. That was just horrid the first week that map came out. People would just literally crawl around on their hands and knees, sound orange as best of their abilities, hoping that around the corner there would be someone with their pants down and a stonking erection so that they can slowly slot in the gaping mouth and the penis into the mouth, and it was just dirt, absolutely disgusting. But thankfully over time that did subside, and thankfully that isn't as prevalent and as prominent in these DLC maps. Although in all fairness, time will tell, so we'll just have to wait and see, guys. So anyway, I think I've gone a bit over now on the commentary. Hope you enjoyed the little gameplay commentary, guys, and I'll be really interested to see what you guys think about any of the points I brought up, whether it's the actual aesthetics of the map, some of the comparisons I made, or stylistically how it actually plays, how you think it will continue to play out in the future, guys. And I don't know, some of the little points, some of the interesting points with regards to the DLC effect. Is that something that you guys have noticed? And if so, what do you guys think about the DLC effect? I don't know, I'd be interested to see what you guys think about this, some of the points that I raised in the commentary. So anyway, thanks for watching the gameplay commentary, guys. You've been a wonderful audience. Stay tuned for more. I need to basically go and get some gameplays for Hydro and Downhill, and I'll be giving my little review, first impressions of sorts with regards to those maps. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Take care. All the best. Peace. Oh, that being said, I'm going to go and masturbate whilst I've still got this illness in my system. Because everyone knows, heightened sensitivity. Sensitive bell end. Best ejaculations in the world.